Hello kings and queens, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you guys how to make beans akara. Yes, we're going to use the yellow peas from any store that you got around you. It's called yellow peas. That's the bag. I used 2 of that. I got this from the Asian shop, so you can get it from any store, any supermarket. It's a yellow peas. That's like the common and the real name for it. This it says Canada or whatever, says the Ghanaian name or something. I wouldn't know, but it's 2 packets, and the bigger ones that's what I use. So I put them on water to soak. So I did that overnight. You can do it overnight, or you can do it for like a couple of hours, and then it will be ready to blend. So first off, I blend the onions and the chili. I only put 1 chili in there, and then I put 1 whole onion in there. The reason why I blend my onions and my chili first before I start blending the beans is because you want your onion to be blended or your chili to be blended well. So sorry guys, I was playing something on YouTube, just catching up on some videos, and I realized it, so I have to turn it off. So yeah, I blend that first before I start blending the peas, the yellow peas. So it's washed, it's been on water, I've rinsed it for a couple of times and stuff, so it's ready to blend. So I'm putting it in the blender and I'm gonna blend it. I'm gonna leave it to blend really well. As you all know, this is the it is not a smooth blender, so obviously you have to leave it on long for it to blend. So I'm gonna do that. I was still like, I still got phone calls and stuff. Sorry guys, like you all know what happens when you're like busy trying to record and people are calling you and stuff. It's just those days. So I'm just gonna put the beans in there. That's how I do it. I drain some of the water. You can add water when you're blending, because these beans break your blender. It's so easy for your blender to get break because of these beans, because you know it's thick. So when you're blending it, it's gonna be thick underneath the blender, so it gives it a little bit of strain. So always make sure you put water in there. So I'm going to add a little bit of clean water in there, not too much, just a little bit, just so it can blend freely and not hold tight on the blender and get the blender to break something. So I really blend it for a long time. I'm doing it fast so you guys can see it, but you have to blend it until it's smooth. It really does not have to be proper smooth, because if you want it to be proper smooth, after you blend this hair, you have to use the blender again, like the normal blender, to blend it. So when I was doing it, I found out that it's thick. I add my water. Yes, always add your water. So when you're doing it, I'll show you the technique I use when I add water. Sometimes if I'm not doing quite amount of it, if I'm doing that tiny bit just for a day eating, or just a couple of days, or just me, I normally don't add water. I tend to do it dry, and it's kind of like a risk because it does break your blender. Don't say I didn't tell you. This thing break your blender. It's nice, it's beautiful, it's a nice food, it's very good, it's a nice snack, it's very good, it's a very beautiful snack, it's very tasty, but it does break your blender. So that's something you need to know. So I blended it for so long because I put it on fast and it's still going. So that means I blended it for so long, guys. So I'm finished blending it. I have a bowl there where I'm gonna turn it in there, and I'm gonna do the whole process. And after I finish, I'll show you guys how I mixed it. So when I finish blending it, I put them in the bowl, as I said to you guys earlier on. So when I finish putting them down, now it's the time for the magic. This is the time for the mixture. Remember, there is onion and chili in there already. So there's that in there already. So you don't need to add more onions or chili. The only thing I did add is like a slice of onion in there. I love my slice of onion in there, because when you fry it and then you have that slice of onion in there, the onion like an onion ring, it's really beautiful. It tastes really nice and you enjoy it chewing it. So I add some couple of mangi cube. I've got the star mangi. I add a couple of it in there. I was trying to fix my camera so you guys can see this mangi cube, guys. Like, who does not want to see the mangi cube? This is time for me to mix this thing, and this camera was literally playing up on me. It looks like it was far away. I think I pushed it when I was trying to move around or something. So we're gonna mix it. We're gonna put the mangi cube. You can put as many or as less mangi cube as you want. These are things that I don't do tell people, and the people be like, oh, why are you not telling me the amount of mangi to use? No, because I don't know what amount you would like to use. I don't know how what percentage of beans you're using or whatever you're using. I don't know the measurement, so I wouldn't tell you what to do, and then you cook it, it's too much or less, and then you say complain. So whilst I was doing that, I put the oil on the frying pan and I put it on. I let that warm, so the oil is getting warm, and then you're getting the beans mixed. So now we're going to open the mangi cube. I'm going to put them in there, and then I'll show you guys as we go along the magic that I use in here that makes it really sweet and nice. So I'm adding a little bit of season. That's the jumbo aroma. Yeah, this is my favorite season. I'm not a salt person. I do add salt sometimes when I feel like it's too much and it's not tasting right. I do add a little bit of salt, but most of the time, like 90% of the time, I end up putting too much salt. Even if I add a little bit, it end up coming out like it's too much. That's just my hand. That's just how my hand plays. So I'll mix it with the mangi. Yeah, you need that mangi to mix around, and you know you're not boiling this, so it's not like it's gonna melt or you're gonna steam or whatever. It's not. You just have to add them, mix it, and make sure every mangi cube there it's blend. Like you do it with your hands, you mash it with your hand so that they are blend. So that's just what I'm doing. Yes, this is the magic. Self-rising flour. Clap for yourself, guys. Now it is time for you to add your self-rising flour. The reason why we are adding self-rising flour, it's only because we added some water. So if we don't add self-rising flour in there, it's going to be waterish. When we're ready to fry it, it's going to be you're going to have more of the chaff. I'll show you guys anyway when I'm frying what I mean. Like it's going to be like the little ones. They're not going to hold together. So that self-raising flour helps it hold together. That's what we needed. So I'm testing it to see the taste of how this beans akara tastes. So then you know if it's okay or it's not okay. So now I'm going to slice my onion. Yes, my fresh onion. I told you guys I was going to slice my onion in there. So I'm going to slice my onion in there, and then I'll start frying immediately after that. So voila, it is literally self-explanatory. So you can see how I fry there. So after I finish slicing it, I just make sure I put everything back so that I have space, and I mix it just so the onion can be everywhere in there. That's the sliced onion. So now it's time for us to fry. So as you can see, I'm taking it on my palm just a little bit, and then I'll do it like just squeeze it. You can do it with a spoon, but the magic behind making akara is if the akara is too bump, like it's too fat, like it's too much on your hand, it end up not frying inside. You don't get the frying inside. So what I do is I just make it flat on my hand, and then when I put it there, it's gonna rise a little bit, obviously, but I just do it a little bit like that, then it will end up cooking inside. Some people will say, oh, turn off the fire and let it steam. That eats the oil. Like your oil is going to finish in the next second. I swear to God. It's going to be so oily that you wouldn't want to eat it. Like that's just how it comes out. So the best thing I do is just do it flat on my hand and fry it. You guys are going to see how that comes out. As I do it, I wash my hand. Normally I have a bowl of water beside me. Every time I finish, I just rinse my hand in that bowl of water. Then I can turn around my akara in the frying pan and stuff, you know, to just let it brown nicely and everywhere, and let it steam inside. And that's just the process. So we're just gonna keep frying it that same way. Nothing special, nothing different. It's just that way, and you're gonna get your akara really nice. I reduced my fire. That was just my preference. If you want, to reduce the fire because it's going to suck a little bit of oil. I did not reduce it that much. I did not. So I tested it. I removed the tiny one and I tested it. It was already cooked, but I wanted it a little bit brown, so I'm gonna leave it there and turn it around so it's a bit brown, and then I'll put it in my plate, and then I'll keep frying the same way until everything is done. So if you enjoy this video, or if you learn anything from this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, my love. Subscribe to my channel and watch us grow together. And for more videos, stay tuned to this family, because you wouldn't know what Fantasia is going to come with next. So just stay connected, and you have to join my family and see what I will do next. And yeah, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and just make sure you click on the bell button so you don't miss any videos that comes up. I tend to upload videos most of the time when I'm chance. Sometimes when I'm not chance, I don't upload, so it's not every time, but I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. So please subscribe to my channel. That's it. I let the oil drain a little bit, and I put them in the bowl. If you like, you can put some tissue underneath that plate, so that when you're putting the akara, the oil can circle underneath. That's just your preference. Anything that you want to do, just go ahead and do it. And for this video, when I was doing this akara, guys, I did different food on this video, but the one I was showing you guys is the akara, how I make my akara. I did rice cake, I did plantain, I did fried fish, I did so many other things in this video when I was making this akara. So for some slide, don't be like, oh, what's that? It's beans akara, like rice cake. It's rice cake. That was like different thing, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, I just doing different thing. I try plantain and different thing, so don't get confused. Just the bean akara is the most important thing. That was the main thing I was showing on this video. So thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy and stay watching. Don't go anywhere.